Morgan's just taking these end wheels off here to put a spoke one on so it doesn't block as much. Sure, quicker. Because they run in two different directions when they're folded out, well, not two different directions, but they're on a bit of a plane like that. It's been picking stones up and stalling them. So the idea is we put spoke ones on. The stones should clear themselves by falling out the spokes. Yeah, that was the ones at the back, and because they kind of run in an angle, stuff used to stick in them. So hopefully with the spokes that won't happen. And then this one here's got a bit of a bend from a tree branch on the road, so we're swapping it round. I'll just give this a bit of a beat with the sledgehammer, see if we can get it a bit squarer, and then be a decent spur. It's not perfect, but better than it was.
It's pissing oil, isn't it?
Oh, that might need pliers on to tighten it up. Yeah. I'm just trying to fix this jack off this trailer that buckled in and snapped the pin the other day. That seems to be leaking oil and not working, so we're going to try and put a bolt in the middle with two nuts and some washers so that we can spanner it out and draw them out. Can't quite get two nuts in, so we're going to push that in now, pull that with a spanner, wind that in with a windy gun, push it out, then put a wedge in and go to a bigger bolt. Right, go try that. Wedge in now, eh? And then we can go up to a bigger bolt. Say whoa before it springs. Yeah, if we take that off now, put them in, and then we just Robson the hole down there. We're going to put some roll some steel for inside this auger box to make it smoother for running. So this is today's quiz question. What's going on here? Seems to have a Q series in the yard. Just at Bradley Agriculture or Bradley Engineering, is it? They're going to look at making these things for inside the boiler. But there's loads of clever kit and unusual stuff to look at, including this beast that is going to be converted to be on tracks. So the front hubs and whatever is the same as the front hubs on these PRINOTH, I think it's pronounced. So this is going to be the first one. It's come out of Germany. It's going to be completely stripped, fuel tanks moved, and then converted to run on these. So when it's on the floor, the tracks put a footprint down of only 3 psi, which is like ridiculous. When you're walking yourself, you're putting 16 psi on the floor. So yeah, that's the same sort of final drive. These ones, Hunter Pack, that grow a lot of carrots, I think for Tesco. So when it gets wet and harvesting carrots, they use these because they don't make a mess. So these are in for service. These are a couple of the dumpery ones that they do. So Bradley's are the agents for them in the UK. But then they've built one. In fact, I'll show you in a minute. I think it's behind. Yeah, it's there with a high lift body. That is going to Oregon, to a turnip farm, I think he said. But yeah, this is one for pushing up maize. It's got like a hook rakey blade on the front. We've got a weight on the back and a linkage. Oh, sounds a monster. Jesus. Flies. Can't even see where it's been. See where it's parked. Where did it drive? Because obviously it'll drive on snow, so it'll drive on wet ground without sinking. I don't know if it's that one, but one of them in the yard will push up a 20-ton load of maize silage in one push. Mad, isn't it? I mean, obviously you can see where it turns a bit, but like, not even a bump in the ground. Bearing in mind we've had about an inch of rain in the last few days, but it's hard to work out where it drove. If you drove a tractor on here, make a mess like. Back up that slope. Proper, innit? Now that's full of water. That is nuts. It barely even flattens the grass. Incredible. Something else that though, isn't it? Even looks cool in Merlot green and black. How wide are the tracks, did you say?
780 mil.
780 mil wide. And what, about 4 metres long? 4.3 metres long. Have a look inside the cab. Oh, it's massive. Oh, it's got Recaro seats. Sold.
You have to have the door shut to move at all.
So is that forwards and that's each track?
Yeah, all you basically do, that's the handbrake. So you put them both engage. Some of them have steering wheels, some of them have steering wheels, some of them don't. So it's just like an automatic car then, so you just tickle that forward. And then...
That steers, the joystick?
No. See with this? You just...
Yeah, so it's just like an excavator really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's that button. But you always put them all either all the way forward or all the way backward, and just like that with your hands.
Yeah, just... Don't want to chew the grass off, but yeah.
I know, literally, like, if you're going backwards, it's like that, and then you just take a bit off one or a bit off the other, and if you're in forwards, and then that there is your cruise control.
Yeah.
So the more you rev it forward, that'll either stop you or take you into flat out.
And then that's doing the blade.
That's the blade, yeah. So you can twist it left and right.
Good
Does that. And then you can lean that way as well. You press the button at the front. You can can tip your rake off for throwing stuff off the front. And then if you press the yellow, if you're backing against your clamp edge, you can pull your edges in, so you can track right against the side walls of the clamp. Plus, if you're
going down the road or putting on a low loader.
Yeah, or if you go into a really big load of stuff and you're trying to shove it to one side, then if you go halfway into a trailer load, it keeps throwing it against the clamp wall for you.
No way. Right, see this bit of the field here? This is where the hedge cutter tried to cut the hedge, but it's so wet and boggy. We've just driven across there with that, and I was like, I need to film this. So I've jumped out. So Martin's going to drive through this in a second and show you. Hope he doesn't splash me. Get out of the way. That is nuts. Obviously that's what the track did when it went to go through, and that's what that's done. And we've had more rain since the tractor was here. That's mental. Now how do I get out of here now? In fact, there you go. That's my boot sinking further than that was. See why it's a good idea to put a forage harvester on tracks, can't you? And then tell us what this one is.
BM430, this biomass specific build.
430 horsepower.
Yeah, 430 horse Mercedes MTU engine.
And it's specifically designed not for snow, just for working on silage clamps and biomass.
Yeah.
So apparently they in Indonesia they have massive cocoa bean biomass plants. So this, I don't know this one. This was always a demonstrator, but he's got a load more on the way.
It's a good question.
Spec'd for doing biomass. So he's going to demo these throughout the country.
Yeah,
this is getting sprayed next week.
Run the battery flat.
And then he's got another batch of them arriving. Well, I think the isolator was off. We're going to fire up, see what it sounds like, but someone's left the ignition on and the battery's flat, but never mind. But if you want one, want to try one of this big and another little one on demo, give them a ring. Proper that, and it with all the alloy wheels. Quick jump start. Does he know there's a van behind? Oh, it's got loads of cameras on it. I say an 8-way blade. Quick hitch as well to take it off. Sounds sweet, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, God, yeah.
So we called in for 10 minutes and with 3 hours looking at everything going on. So hopefully he's going to roll us some steel for the boiler. Anyway, we'll get back and see how they're getting on clad in the shed. There's lots more of playing in them piece bashers and the different configurations. I'll show you them next time we've got a chance, otherwise today's video will be too long. Morgan's down the mine shaft. Which way?
Hold on.
Welding bits on the bottom of the auger to build it up so it grips better. And then we're going to put some steel in the bottom when it's been rolled to make it flow better. You see? Just realised 52 miles to the gallon. That's not bad, is it, for a big car? Yeah, I'm just going to shoot, see how they're getting on with the cladding on the shed. Looking good, it's slowly blending in with the green of the trees. There's a quiz question for you. What is that? The lads have found it while they've been doing the cladding. What do you think it's off? Just put the chipper on, just going to quickly give the blades a polish. And I'm going to put some chip through it that's already been dried into the other intake of the boiler. It might be a bit dusty, but just them sticks are causing a problem. I know they've been putting new flakes on the bottom of the auger, which will help the feeding, but still better if we chop the big sticks up. So hopefully I can get this to sit here and we can scoop out of that shed, drop it on that bed and put it in. It's not ideal, but we'll put enough in to do it overnight and then we'll tip it around the corner. Here's quickly today's birthday one. We've got Hannah Cuthbert, she's 27-ish. I can't remember how old she is, so I just made that up. I might have added 5 years, so I can't remember. But Hannah that worked for us last summer, she's on there. Peter and Helen, it's their 80th wedding anniversary. Carl and Amanda, it's the first wedding anniversary. Stephen and David White, it's your birthday. Janine Parker's 50. Archie Fisher is 5, like Spider-Man, I think. That's what it meant in the message. And Sharon Chicken Fitzpatrick is 40 plus, and we're at 76,078 pounds. So yeah, that is all for today's video. I'm filthy because I've been messing with the boiler. Everyone's filthy because I've been messing with the boiler, especially Rob and Morgan because they've been underneath the boiler while me and John went playing on piston bashers, which we didn't actually know we were doing. We just thought we were going to drop the auger piece off to show them what to make. And I knew that they sold them and I thought there might be one in the yard. I didn't expect there to be loads of them. So we had a good route round there and looked at all the workshops and stuff. But yeah, I'll show you a bit more when we get a chance. Anyway, that's all for today. If you made it this far, click like, it'd be amazing. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Also, yes, someone called in today from Wales on holiday in Rhyl, which is actually miles from me. I'm still in Wales. And he said he didn't realise it didn't cost anything to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Oh, I've got someone coming tomorrow as well, doing a bit of a photo shoot with the 728s for a calendar as well. So, see how that goes. Right, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.